All right, what is up, everybody? Once again, you know, happy holidays, everyone. You know, Merry Christmas. You know, happy Hanukkah, whatever holiday you're celebrating. You know, happy holidays to all. Hope you guys are having a nice holiday, spending time with your family, eating some food, chilling out, relaxing, some time off of work. You know, normal holiday stuff. But let's get into the whole point of this video, and that is going to be tires. As you guys know, I purchased these tires, sorry, a year ago. Once again, mind the wind noise too. It's kind of windy today, so I'm sure the GoPro is going to pick it up. I'll do my best to try to avoid the wind, but you're probably still going to hear wind regardless. But as you guys know, I had the Pilot Sport AS3 Pluses. These tires are, I don't know, I've had them for a year, so I figured I'd do a 1-year review on them, you know, in case you guys were wondering about, if you were thinking about picking them up, you know, how these tires are holding up compared to, you know, maybe something else you guys have been considering. But phone, who's calling me? Sorry about that. But yeah, these tires here, they are 235/55 ZR17. Now this is an 04 Crown Vic. If you guys know about Crown Vics, the 04s, they came with the 16-inch rim. So I do have the upgraded size rim. I had the 17s instead of the 16s. But so these are a little bit wider than the 16s. I believe the 16s are 225, you know, as these are the 235s. But so far, I'd say so good. They're holding up really well. I have no complaints with them. Now I have a bunch of videos on them. You know, if you want to see them in off-roading, I just did a video recently. I was off-roading. I wasn't going through mud or sand or anything. Pretty much just the dirt. Pretty much just some hard dirt. So nothing real spectacular there. You know, I've driven them in the snow. These, I have to say, even though they're an all-season tire, you know, all-season tires still aren't that good in the snow. You need a designated snow tire. But I mean, for what they are, and considering this is wheel-wheel drive, I guess they're not horrible. You know, I'd say they're maybe slightly better than the Goodyear RSAs I used to have on here. But so far they're holding up pretty well. Now the mileage on them, they are rated for a 45,000 mile tire. Currently right now, I don't know what the actual tread depth is, but if you look, I don't know if you can tell, my wear bar is right there, and I have plenty of life left on these tires. Now I will say they're a little bit lower than, you know, I thought they would be, at around the same mileage. Like these, I think these are worn out a slightly more compared to the rears. Though I just got them rotated, you know, not that many, I don't know, maybe a couple thousand miles ago. I forget my exact mileage, I got them rotated, but these are worn out, I think, slightly more than those were. Now if you look, they're holding up pretty well. I mean, I do definitely drive them kind of hard, but they don't really have any regular wear. They're holding up pretty well. They're not getting dry rotted. Michelins are actually kind of known sometimes to get some dry rot, but these are holding up pretty well. They're not that old. 2015, I believe they're all around the same age, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 2015, so they're all in 2015 tires. I didn't purchase them in 15, I purchased them in 16, but so when I purchased them, they were only, you know, a year old. But they're holding up pretty well, I have to say. In rain, they are phenomenal. Actually, no, I don't have any scalloping. All right. No, I thought a little bit of scalloping on here. In the rain, these are phenomenal tires. They are great. Dry conditions there. Oh, they're absolutely great. These really are a great, you know, ultra high performance all season tire. I'd say another tire that's pretty much comparable would be the Continental DWS's. Theirs are pretty good tire. My friend has them on his Honda. I mean, he hasn't really, you know, pushed them too much to really test them out, but if you look up reviews and stuff, these these tend to rate a little bit higher than the DWSs, but they're still a great tire, the DWSs. But personally, I think these are a little bit better. Now, the one thing that I will say about these that I don't like is kind of the way they're wearing. I feel like they're wearing faster than they should. I mean, I still have plenty of tread left here, but you know, I don't have that many miles on these. I only have maybe 10,000 miles on them. And I feel like they're worn down more than what they should be. Now, like I was saying, I do drive it kind of hard, so I mean, that could be my fault, but they seem to be wearing down more than I would like them to. But that's really the only gripe that I really have with them. I wish they were a little bit better in the snow, but once again, they're not a snow tire, so I can't really blame the tire for that. As you can see, they're a little damage here. That's actually from me hitting curbs because I can't park sometimes. Not a big deal. They're still holding up pretty well. But I mean, other than that, these tires have really been great. I mean, they're wearing perfectly. I always make sure they're aired up. This one, it has the ever so slightest like scalloping on the end. I believe that was from when my shocks were blown out and I was driving around. I think it damaged my tire a little bit. Usually scalloping on the outside or even the whole tire is usually a sign of bad shocks. And well, as you guys know, I did have bad shocks. I was bouncing all over the place. But in case you guys do have an 04 Crown Vic Police Interceptor, 35 PSI, where is it? 35 PSI right there. So if you want to keep your tires going as long as possible, get the best fuel economy, make sure you keep your tires aired up at the proper pressure. Don't air it up, you know, what the tire is. You know, on here it's like 54 or something, 51 PSI. Don't air it up to 51, okay? Air it up to what your door says. If it says 35, do a 35. But I had to say, after a year of using these, they've held up really well. I really have no complaints with them. You know, another tire, you know, this is pretty much overkill for this car. Well, it is overkill for this car. It's really a lot more tire than this car even needs. In fact, these tires grip so well. I tried to actually do a burnout one time with these, and I couldn't even do a burnout. My car was gripping so well, my car was just bouncing in the air, and that is not a joke. My car was legit like bouncing. That's how well these tires grip. So, you know, my car didn't have enough power to even spin the tires. I mean, not like these cars are that powerful anyway, but I still thought it was kind of funny that I don't even have enough horsepower to spin the tires on here. But I mean, that's pretty much it. A 1 year review on them. I mean, these are overkill for this car, like I was saying. You know, they're kind of expensive too. I think I paid $180-ish per tire at the time. You know, obviously, at least for this size. If you have a smaller size, obviously going to be cheaper, or a bigger size is going to be more expensive. But you know, for the size that I had, you know, that's where they were running at the time. But I mean, for that amount of money, these are definitely a good tire, without a doubt. No complaints so far. I just wish they were a little bit better in the snow, but I mean, it is what it is. And like I said, I had the ever so slightest, you can't even feel it, but the ever so slightest scalloping, I can kind of feel it. It feathers up a little bit here. You can't even feel it. It's not a problem at all. I'm not that worried about it, but thank God I did my suspension when I did, because if I waited longer, I definitely would have had some scalloping issues. So I guess these tires aren't exactly the most durable when it comes to that aspect. But I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I can't really say really too much more on them. I mean, they've honestly been a damn good tire. But I mean, if you are looking for a cheaper alternative, you know, there are definitely tires out there that might be a little bit cheaper than these. You know, you don't need an ultra high performance tire on here, obviously, but I kind of like the way these looked on here. Nice look to it, and also they're great performing tires. So wet, rain, you know, snow, they're not that good, but anything else, they're great. Dry, you know, whether you're living in, you know, California all the way up to Canada, these are going to be definitely a good tire for all season. But I don't know, that's it. Any questions, comments, whatever, let me know. I'll try to answer whatever I can. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Once again, happy holidays, everyone, and take care, guys.